Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WrestleMania 41 was not a night to remember for Bianca Belair, as she failed to win the Women's World Championship. However, the SmackDown after Mania could be far worse, as the 36-year-old may fall prey to a brutal attack on the blue brand this week. She could suffer the wrath of a former SmackDown Women's Champion, following which Belair might be sidelined with an injury in kayfabe. Naomi could unleash a merciless attack on the EST this week on the blue brand. The Glow faced an embarrassing defeat at the hands of Jade Cargill at the Show of Shows, and there is a high chance that she could be seething with anger. However, it all began with Bianca Belair, who Naomi feels has betrayed her by prioritizing Cargill and the women's world title over her. Therefore, the 37-year-old may look to take down the person who forced her to embrace her dark side. The Glow could wreak havoc on Belair on SmackDown this week, due to which the latter might suffer an on-screen injury. WWE could keep the EST away from television for a week or two to sell the potential injury angle and sow the seeds of her rivalry with Naomi. Following a short hiatus, Bianca Belair could return on the Friday night show, looking for revenge. Both women could start a blockbuster feud on the blue brand, which could be a fascinating sight for the fans. Their rivalry has great potential to stir the women's division, and it could eventually lead to a match at the WWE Backlash Premium Live event. However, this is entirely speculation as of now, and only time will tell how things shape up for Bianca and Naomi on SmackDown. One of the biggest factors that played a key role in worsening Bianca Belair and Naomi's on-screen relationship is Jade Cargill. The storm was the very reason why the Glow snapped, and it does not look like Belair and Cargill's friendship remained any good either. There is a good chance that the EST could soon start a feud with the Storm. On a SmackDown before WrestleMania 41, Big Jade looked clearly at odds with her former tag team partner. That was a clear hint that the two women are set to cross paths at some point, leading to a feud. That could potentially happen at SummerSlam 2025, where Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill may face each other in a dream match. The bigger party of the summer is known for hosting dream matches and blockbuster showdowns. This year, the PLE will be a grand two-night affair, and hence, there is a good possibility of it happening. However, WWE can also stretch it to next year's WrestleMania if the company does not intend to pit Belair and Cargill against each other this year. It will be interesting to see what Triple H has in store for both women. Bianca Belair, one of WWE's most dominant and beloved superstars, may be facing a career-altering setback following a shocking and brutal assault on WWE SmackDown. The EST of WWE has built her reputation on resilience, athleticism, and an unbreakable spirit, but on this particular night, the unthinkable happened. The WWE Universe watched in horror as Bianca was taken down in a vicious backstage attack that left even the most seasoned fans stunned. The details surrounding the attack are murky, the motivations unclear, and the assailant's identity still officially unconfirmed. But speculation is swirling, and the consequences could change the entire landscape of WWE's women's division heading into the post-WrestleMania season. The incident occurred just moments after Bianca's emotional in-ring promo, where she declared her intention to climb back into title contention. Having narrowly missed her shot at reclaiming the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 41, Bianca was more determined than ever to rise again. With tears welling in her eyes, she had promised the WWE Universe that she wasn't done, that she would scratch and claw her way to the top once more. That resolve would be tested faster than anyone could have imagined. Mere minutes after her heartfelt speech, cameras cut to chaos backstage. Security and producers scrambled toward the locker room area, where Bianca was discovered unconscious on the floor. Medical personnel rushed to the scene as the camera caught a glimpse of a toppled equipment crate and a faint smear of blood near the doorway. Bianca wasn't just attacked, she was destroyed. WWE has not officially confirmed the severity of Bianca's injuries, but early reports suggest a possible concussion and damage to her lower back. The company released a brief statement noting that Belair is undergoing further evaluation and will not appear on upcoming programming until cleared by WWE medical staff. That brief message has done little to quell the concern among fans, fellow superstars, and insiders who know just how critical Bianca is to the fabric of WWE's women's roster. Bianca's absence, even temporarily, leaves a gaping hole, one that could be exploited by several rising threats. The prime suspect, none other than Nia Jax. The irresistible force had a tense exchange with Bianca just last week, the two exchanging icy glares during a backstage segment that many wrote off as a throwaway moment. Now it may have foreshadowed something much darker. Nia has a history of volatility and has made it clear she's willing to bulldoze anyone who stands in her way. If she did indeed orchestrate the assault, it could mark the beginning of a new reign of terror. However, another name has begun to circulate among backstage whispers: Jade Cargill. The powerhouse who made headlines after her explosive WrestleMania debut alongside Naomi has made no secret of her ambitions. She and Bianca were destined to clash, two juggernauts, two alphas. But if Jade grew impatient waiting for that collision, she may have decided to take matters into her own hands. Adding another layer to the mystery is Damage CTRL, who were conspicuously absent from Friday's SmackDown episode. Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky have all had run-ins with Bianca in the past. Io in particular still carries the scars from her championship loss to Belair months ago. With the faction now scrambling for relevance, following Bayley's WrestleMania defeat, taking out one of the biggest names in the division could have been a desperate attempt to regain momentum. WWE officials have remained tight-lipped about ongoing investigations, but the absence of surveillance footage, conveniently lost according to internal sources, has only fueled conspiracy theories. Is someone inside WWE protecting the attacker? Meanwhile, Bianca's close allies have remained publicly silent, perhaps out of shock, or perhaps because they know more than they're letting on. Montez Ford, Bianca's husband and one half of the Street Profits, took to Instagram with a cryptic message. They picked the wrong one, that's all I'll say. Whether this was a declaration of vengeance or a warning to the perpetrator remains unclear, but it has lit a firestorm across social media. Fans have begun flooding WWE forums with theories, some even suggesting that this was an inside job coordinated by a jealous superstar in Bianca's own circle. The timing of the attack could not have been more devastating. With the WWE draft looming and new rivalries brewing, Bianca was poised to be a central figure in WWE's future plans. Some insiders even suggest she was being eyed for a potential SummerSlam main event spot. Plans now in serious jeopardy. But if there's one thing the EST has proven time and again, it's that adversity only fuels her fire. Should she recover in time, this could set up one of the most personal feuds in recent WWE history. Whether it's Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, or an entirely different figure behind the assault, they may have just written a check they can't cash. In the meantime, WWE has reportedly launched a full internal review. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis were seen having a heated discussion at WWE headquarters, presumably about security protocols and the fallout of the incident. Pearce later appeared on the bump, vowing that there will be consequences when we find out who did this. That ominous statement only adds to the growing tension behind the scenes. Fans are already calling for a suspension or even termination depending on the assailant's identity, especially if it's someone already on thin ice with WWE management. For now, Bianca's future remains uncertain. Her voice, her presence, her energy are sorely missed. WWE programming this week felt noticeably different without her signature braid whip and electric charisma. While the medical team continues to assess the damage, the locker room remains on edge. Every superstar has been warned. Keep your eyes open, because whoever did this is still lurking, and they may not be finished. This wasn't just an attack on Bianca, it was an attack on the very spirit of competition. Stay tuned as the mystery unravels and the WWE Universe demands answers. The EST may be down, but she is never out. And when she returns, because let's be honest, Bianca Belair always comes back stronger, there will be hell to pay. Whether it's Nia, Jade, or an even bigger threat lurking in the shadows, they'll soon learn the hard way why you never mess with the EST of WWE. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.